in plant breeding from University of Agriculture, Dharwad, and doctoral degree in genetics from Osmania University, Hyderabad, Telangana. Having worked for more than 15 years in the field of crop breeding and biotechnology, Dr. Reddy has developed 10 varieties in medicinal plants. जैसे इसबगुल में इन्होंने एक variety develop की है, and ashwagandha, asaleo, and bach and kalmek for cultivation in India. He has registered 8 trait-specific germplasm accessions in medicinal plants. He has published over 39 research papers in the journals of high repute with more than 655 citations. He is the recipient of Jawaharlal Nehru Award for Outstanding Doctoral Thesis Research in Agriculture and Allied Sciences, and also instituted by Indian Council of Agriculture Research and Professor G. Rangaswamy Memorial NABS Best Research Paper Award. He is a member of scientific societies such as MAPAI, NABS, ISGB, GPB, ISPF, SE, SFE India, and others in India. His area of interest includes genetics and genomics of medicinal plants and entrepreneurship. He is the founder and principal investigator of MediHub Technology Business Incubator commissioned at ICAR DMAPR Anand, which supports entrepreneurship development in agriculture. I'll just let this out in.
I'm audible, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
So,
I'm extremely sorry for this technical hitch.
Yes, madam, yes.
I was giving your, first of all, very good afternoon, sir.
Yes, madam, namaskar, yes.
So, because you are a renowned scientist, and I introduced you to our participants. Our participants is a group of entrepreneurs, some you can say some students also, but it's almost all are interested in starting the business in MAPs, or some are already in the business. So let me introduce you again, sir. Our this time session will be conducted by Dr.R. Nagaraja Reddy. Sir is a senior scientist at ICAR, Directorate of Medicinal and Aromatic Plants Research. I gave you their detailed bio beforehand. So you can get as much as possible today, because Sir is an expert in letting the people to make startups. So sir, without wasting much time, we invite you for today's session. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr.Rafiya, Munshi, for organizing this management, advanced management program on medicinal and aromatic plants. And thank you for inviting me for this session. And I hope I am audible to you all. I think my slides are also visible.
Yes, sir. Everything is visible.
Okay. Thank you very much again, and good afternoon to all of you. This is our campus, a beautiful campus which is there in Anand, Gujarat. If you have any time coming over here, please do visit us and have a glimpse of about the medicinal plants that are grown in tropical areas, temperate areas, and subtropical areas. So this is our campus, and I'll quickly go through. This is where our institution is. This is our main building, and we are located at. So from Ahmedabad, we are about 80 kilometers. From Dr.R, it will be around 35 kilometers, and nearest tourist spots in this area is again Statue of Unity, which is about 120 kilometers. And you have Ahmedabad, many tourist locations, tourist spots you can visit and enjoy the beauty of Gujarat. So again, I'll continue my presentation. You know that we are ICR Institute funded by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, and we are working towards development of medicinal plant clusters and promotion of. So we have since our inception, way back in 1992, so almost 32 years we have completed serving the nation, and we have come up with many success stories. So one of our success stories is revolutionizing the cultivation of Ishfaq in our country. You know, Ishfaq is one of the important medicinal plants which is grown in about 4 lakh hectares, conferring the livelihood for more than 3 lakh farmers in the country. And what we have done is, this is an introduction that we made from Arab countries, and this was stabilized, and we created a success story with our introduction, and now it is benefiting more than 3 lakh farmers in the country. And we have all the A to Z requirements for the cultivation of Ishfaq, value addition, processing, marketing, and all those things. We do have that information, and we have created a success story in this one. Another success story that we have created very recent past after the COVID-19 is that ashwagandha revolution in the country. You know, it is currently being cultivated to a tune of about 10,000 hectares in Rajasthan and Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh, which was only traditional areas. Due to demand, now the cultivation has moved to Andhra Pradesh as well as Tamil Nadu. So more than 8,000 farmers are now benefiting with the cultivation of this crop, and here the products, the roots and leaves are the economic parts, and more specifically the vitaloids are the one which are medicinally important. It has many medicinal properties, and so with our information, you can see that a lot of people are now getting this. Yet another success story that we have made in this field of crops is again cultivation of stenna, which is again important like koju crop, which is again it is only cultivated by India in the world. So we are owning the monopoly, and we export a lot of our senna leaves, pods, and other senna concentrates to different parts of the world. And so up till now, with our intervention, it is being cultivated in 5.5 lakh hectares in Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, and Gujarat, and it is become a sustainable livelihood. Like these are the bales that you have seen, senna leaf bales, which are ready for export, so which are being prepared in Gujarat. So this is a tropical plant, and my presentation I will be spending some time on the introduction. I hope everybody might have understood about what are all the medicinal plants and how they are important for entrepreneurship development. And I will be telling briefly on the incubation process, how to conceive your ideas and how to convert your idea into business. And some of the activities we do have, medical technology business incubator. Those activities also I will be telling, and briefly I will be touching upon the technologies that are available with us for commercialization. With the end of my presentation, you will be having some idea, so how to convert this idea into business. Such an overview I will be presenting it. And finally, I wish that I want to bring in many startups in the field of medicinal and organic plants. This is, I don't think you need to do many explanation. We depend on food, fodder, fuel, and medicine from the plants. So plants are the source of food, fodder, fuel, and medicine. And you know that every plant is important. It's not that something is not important. Every plant is a medicinal plant. And no plant on the earth which is not having the medicinal property. Similarly, you can see that they are being used both in traditional system of medicine. So you can see that our traditional system of medicine like Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, folk medicine are the major systems of indigenous medicines. So our own ancient system of medicine. Ayurveda is about more than 3,000 years old system of medicine, which has wide acceptance across the globe. And you can see that more than 90% of our traditional formulations used in traditional system of medicine are derived from the plants. So that's why they are extensively being used in traditional system of medicine. As many as many medicinal plants play a vital role in modern medicine too, as natural products for medicine. And more than 80% of the modern medicines that we are using today are derived from the plants, or sometimes we get the signatures from the plant and we go for reconstruction of the same signature with the chemistry. So history, again, very long history of uses of plants in the traditional system of medicine.
Sir, sorry sir, the slides are not moving.
Oh, I think there. You are in which slide? There might be some internet.
First slide only. First slide only.
You are in the first slide? Okay. Okay. How about you now?
Yeah.
No, it's okay?
Yes, fine. We can't hear you, sir. Volume. We can't hear you, sir. We are not able to hear you, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, my slides are visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The slides are moving now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. This is our, sorry for the glitches. This is our institution where we are located in Anand, Gujarat, and which is about 80 kilometers from Ahmedabad and about 35 kilometers from Vadodara. My slides are moving?
No, sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir, okay.
Yes. Okay.
I think we are at third slide.
Okay, this is okay now?
Third slide, we can see.
What about this?
Yes. Ashwagandha.
Okay. Ashwagandha, so madam, I'll continue in this mode because some issue with the internet.
Okay.
You know, ashwagandha is very important medicinal plant which is being used traditionally. And we have created a success story of helping more than 8,000 farmers to cultivate this herb, which is very popular in our traditional system of medicine. Similarly, we created a story of a revolution of the cultivation of senna, which is important laxative, and India has owned the monopoly, and it is being cultivated in 50,000 hectares in Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, and Gujarat, and it has become a sustainable livelihood option for many farmers in this region. I'll straight away go to this slide, and we depend on the plants for food, fodder, fuel, as well as medicines, which are very important. And you can see that medicinal plants are very important. Every plant is a medicinal plant, and no plant on the earth which is not having medicinal property. You can see that medicinal plants are being used both in traditional system of medicine as well as modern system of medicine. About 8,000 herbal remedies which are being used in India, or about more than 90% of the medicines that formulations that we use in Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani system of medicine are derived from the plants. So a lot of medicinal plants play a very important role in traditional system of medicine. Apart from these traditional system of medicine, they are also being used in modern system of medicine as natural products, and more than 80% of the modern medicines that we are preparing are derived from the plants. So which shows the importance of these plants in this one. So if you look at the history of usage of plants as medicines, it's been since civilization. So man again conceived the idea of use of these plants for curing various ailments. And since civilization, you have a lot of inscriptions showing that they are being used in various traditional system of medicine. Why medicinal plants or herbal medicine is popular over the modern solutions that we have? These are the 4 factors that play a very important role. I mean, we see that they are safe for consumption, they are highly effective, efficacy is very high. Available to the Newton corner, this is always there, because many a times you see that you don't have any primary healthcare centers nearby, but you have plants available nearby, which you can, with your knowledge, you can take for as a curative purpose. And its accessibility to everyone, every population, we can see that they are available. If you look at the human body and the medicinal plants, so you can see that every organ, every ailment has some solution, one or the other solution plant identified for curing various ailments. Say for example, I can give you some examples of memory boosters. So if you have memory loss due to some of the diseases like Alzheimer and so other diseases, so you have Parkinson for that matter, you can see that these are the 2 plants which play a vital role. And you have a lot of hair tonics made from Bringraj. Likewise, many respiratory tonics are made from Tulsi, like that. A lot of digestive things are from Bale. And you can see that many skincare products are from aloe vera. These 2 plants are again Isabul and Senna are laxatives. Likewise, every plant is, every organ in our body, there are one or the other plants which we are using for various ailments. These are all some of the plants which we are using for curing asthma. They are Tulsi, Adusi, Adukoda, Vasika, Tamvel, Pipli, and Arjuna, Rudraj. Similarly, for dengue and swine flu also, you can see that Kalmeg, Adusi, Tulsi, Pipli, Giloy, and lemongrass. And you can see that this is again a very major disease. You can see that diabetes is again. You have Madhunashini, Jambu, Mamecho, Arjuna, Sadabahar, and Stevia, some of the plants. Similarly, skincare products, many skincare products, you can see that you find Chandan is one. Again, Keshar is from Kashmir, you know that many products are being made with that one. Aloe, Kesudu, then Neem and turmeric are very important medicinal plants. Similarly, cardiovascular diseases like heart diseases, you can see that Sarpagandha, Ashoka, Arjuna, Tej, and Dadam, and Lasun are some of the important medicinal plants which are being used. Arthritis, again, you can see. Likewise, if you go on listing disease-wise, there are couple of quite a good number of plants identified traditionally for curing various diseases. The medicinal properties again are due to secondary metabolites. You can see that they may be alkaloids, steroids, terpenes, phenols. Some of the important metabolites, you can see that where they are active principles, we call them as active principles because they are responsible for the activity of a particular drug. So for example, if you take ashwagandha powder, ashwagandha churna, so what is that you are looking at is that phenolides are the one which is having this property. And similarly, senna, it is senosides, cormac, it is endoprophilites, safed musli, it is safedgenin, aloe is again aloin and aloimidine. Likewise, every plant has some of the molecules identified which are responsible for particular activity. Similarly, aromatic plants also play a very vital role. So you can see that they are also aromatic. Aroma principles are due to presence of essential oils, and this essential oil is carrier of many alcohols like eugenol, citramicol, citral, chironial, some things. If I take lemongrass itself, these are the major poly alcohols which are formed and which are giving the aroma, but the content of these may be very And some of the dominating is the citral. Citral is the one which is very dominating in lemon, so that is why we get lemon flavor in this one. Similarly, Amarosa, it is geraniol, tulsi like eugenol, methyl eugenol, chabicol, like that. A group of compounds which are there in the essential oil are responsible for the activity. If you look at the importance of medicinal plants, they are very important to ensure the primary health care of large number of population, as about more than 80% of the world population dependent on the herbal medicines for the primary health care. And we have around 21,000 species of plants across the world have the potential of being used in the medicinal plants. If you look at our strength, you will see that these are all our own country has this many number of species available, and these are all the number of plants which are being used: Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, Amici again, Buddhist system of medicine, and you have modern medicine also being used. So many a times what happens, if you look at the sources of these medicinal plants, they are majorly collected from the wild. And you can see that 80% of the medicinal plants are collected from the wild, which is again very problematic, and it's giving loss of biodiversity, and it is becoming an endangerism is what happening in this at this juncture. So we need to bring them into cultivation. That's why the ICAR has conceived this idea and started our institution to promote develop technologies for promotion of cultivation of medicinal plants in the country. You can see that there are about 440 species which have been identified for cultivation, which can be sourced from the cultivation. So a lot of technologies have been developed. Collection from the wild, as I told you, there is a loss of biodiversity which is happening. You all know that many species of important medicinal plants are becoming rare and endangered. Heterogeneity of the drug is always problematic and ensuring the quality, because the herbal medicine quality is so important. If the drug is made from the raw drug, which is heterogeneous, then the efficacy will almost automatically deteriorate. Unauthenticity is again, authentic species again is problematic, because collectors are not aware of the species that they want to collect. So a lot of plants mimicking species are available, which you need to thoroughly understand and so go for a systematic collection. So again, collection from the wild is always not advised, because many times there will be a supply-demand gap. So you are not aware of what is existing in the forest, and you are simply collecting the material. So which is again creates a lot of demand-supply gap. Instead, we suggest to go for cultivation of medicinal plants. Cultivation ensures the purity of the drug, purity of the material, which further, upon standardization, it will give you very good efficacy, authenticity of the drug, and availability of the medicines for availability of raw drugs for the end users for the long period of time. These are some of the important medicinal plants which you have being cultivated in our country, like Ishfaq, Senna, Saffretusi, Giloi, Google, which is a desert plant, Ashwagandha, Aloe, Corme, etc. And we have lemongrass, Amaroja, Patchouli, Basil, Tulsi, and Mentha. And you can see that they are also being exported from our country. This is the current area of cultivation, about more than 6 lakh hectares is being cultivated, and you can see that there are about 10 lakh tons of raw hobbies that is produced from our country. And this is something about something related to the trade of medicinal plants. You can see that more than 242 species having more than 100 metric ton of the produce demand every year, and is being exported to a tune of about 3,200 crores is the export business, export earnings from these medicinal plants. And you can see the trade of these medicinal plant-based industry is growing at 7 to 15%. And these are all some of the plants which are being exported from our country, like Issapool, Senna, Telanga, Basil, and others. If you look at the strength of medicinal plant sector in India, so for business development, these are all the points that we can think of. We do have rich heritage of knowledge and biodiversity. We do have resilient climates, so that any plant for that matter we can cultivate. We have arid, tropical, and temperate climates are available, and we have plants very resilient to climates and marginal lands. We have enough land for cultivation, and there is also increased popularity and acceptance of traditional medicine systems. And our population is huge, and there is a huge workforce at home which we can channelize them for making this kind of businesses. And we have well-established institutional framework for research and development of herbal medicine. And we know that there are a lot of government programs and policies towards innovation and entrepreneurship development which you can utilize to convert your idea into business, and you can see that there is a growing market. And also, there is also a push from the pandemics due to COVID-19. A lot of people are looking at solutions from the herbal medicine. So there are a few points which you can think of, is that still we need to develop infrastructure for the quality standardization, and we do have food production and quality, and we do have low adoption of technology, which are limiting the promotion of these medicine sector in the country. Similarly, opportunities, there are ample opportunities in domestic and export markets, and we do have renewed global interest towards herbs and the wellness, and also this continuous support from the government towards this sectoral development. So these are all some of the risks that we see that every sector has. So climate change is one of the major risks which is going to affect the production and productivity of these plants, and also competition from the China is the one which we need to see, because China is the leader in the herbal medicine, but followed by India and other countries. Coming to the entrepreneurial opportunities, you can see that a lot of opportunities are available in this sector, because this is a virgin sector. So you can see that they are being used. You can have opportunities for in terms of cultivation, in terms of post-harvest management, in terms of value addition, marketing, and application of communication technologies. Apart from that, you have Ayurveda. So these are all the opportunities that you can see for the cultivation side, is that many of you can think of setting up of the seed and quality planting material, because unlike other food crops where the seed system is very well established, these minor crops, there are no seed producing agencies, seed providers, seed and quality planting material providers. You can establish this kind of systems. You have opportunities towards crop nutrition, mechanization, cultivation in hydroponics. Contract farming, of course, has a lot of applications. Precision farming is one which you can think of having precise nutrition, precise irrigation, and high-tech horticulture, micro-propagation, management, water management technologies. Soil management, you can have some inputs, you can have extension agencies, because knowledge management is one thing which is lacking in these group of plants. You can see that organic cultivation is pushing. Organic cultivation and natural farming is one thing which is playing a vital role. And also you can see that certification is most important. So unless you can set up certification agencies for especially certifying the medicinal plant produce in terms of good agricultural practices certification, organic certification, and many product certification. Finally, the quality assurance is also an important option for entrepreneurs, so that many of these medicinal plants are traded based on the active principal content. So if the active principal content is very high, then you will get a premium price. So unfortunately, we don't have a system to measure, because measuring only institutional setup is there, but not the companies where you can establish this kind of systems to assure the quality. If you look at the post-harvest management opportunities for entrepreneurship development, you can mechanization of post-harvest operations is important because post-harvest play a very vital role in ensuring the quality of the product that we are making from the medicinal plants. You can have innovative drying technology, drying packaging technology, grading technology, sorting, fresh herbs also. Lot of things are there, essential oils, especially one can distillate and go for making products out of it. Of course, majority of the medicinal plants are treated as products. And if you come to value addition, this is an ocean of opportunities for business development. So these are all the opportunities for entrepreneurs coming. Like you can have high value compounds, enriched extracts, formulations, powders, health drinks. You can see that post-pandemic COVID-19 situation, we have seen that many health drinks are now coming up. Chocolates you can make herbal chocolates, herbal cosmetics is again very lucrative. Botanicals for pest and disease management, in vitro production technologies, flavors, nutraceuticals, and dietary supplements. Similarly, marketing also play a very important role. You can be a trader, simple trader. You take the material from this place and sell it to somebody else in your locality. Likewise, you can also boarding also can be one of the opportunity. Networking, export. Export, of course, means a lot of people are now doing it. Transportation services also play a very important role. Similarly, you can have a lot of ICTs development can be made so that this sector is a virgin sector. We don't have any ICT applications for the promotion of these medicinal plants in the country. See, application of ICTs will help you to connect some to the consumer directly. So you can have opportunities for business development in knowledge management. You can develop some mobile applications for end-to-end applications, sensors for detection of particularly active principles. Internet of Thinking, artificial intelligence has a lot of applications. Remote sensing has, especially biodiversity conservation and biodiversity management. Blockchain technologies and drones have a lot of applications which we can think of as an entrepreneur in this sector. Similarly, another important area where entrepreneurs can touch upon is that Ayurveda. So Ayurveda has a lot of applications like medication, giving a particular medicine development can be taken up. Ayur cafe, so like cafes, you can develop Ayur cafe with the Ayurvedic beverages. So Ayurvedic dietetics again described diet for a particular person. Ayur vastram, like Ayush clothing can be made possible. Ayur keto, Ayush Jida Aushad. Rida Aushad is one of the area where you can think of having the use of these medicinal plants in the traditional wisdom of Ayurveda to make sports medicine. Again, Ayurveda critical things and Ayurveda for veterinary. So like many animal husbandry, like poultry, like animals also need of this kind of medicines, so which can be explored to cure particular ailments of this one. So Ayurveda veterinary also play a very important role. One can think of making use of this one. So having seen the opportunities, so let us think how to convert your idea into business. So these are the 5 factors that play a very important role to convert any idea into business, where it is in technology, where it is in IT, where it is in commerce, or anything for that matter. So the idea should have proof of concept. To do business, you should have a business plan, and also finance, which is very much important. Mentoring is also most important. Facilities also most important. Many times, all your ideas are stuck up with all these 5 factors. The importance of these plants. So, domination by modern medicine is again ruling in these eras. So you need to create the quality standards is most important. So many times what happens that urban medicine people So that is not the case, but only thing is that you need to take in, prescribe the format, convenience. Convenience has to be bring in. So all cannot take powders, all cannot take syrups. So majority of the herbal medicines are given in the form of powders. So we need to switch from powders to the convenience functions we need to bring in, so that these drugs, these herbal medicines are being accepted as such. So this is what I want to say, that the challenge is that quality is a real challenge. So for that you need to work to bring in the quality and at the product level and the finished product level.
But sir, I have somewhere here that there are legal documentation required, and there are some laws that we have to follow while as there is a court, sir.
Not for the thing is that some species are red listed. So you should know that which species is red listed, and try to red listed means which is not supposed to be traded. So such plants you should understand and see that this one is there. But documentation is required for the consumer. Say as a consumer, I need the organic certification. For that you need to have.
For sir, trading and exporting or importing, sir?
No, export license you should have. General license you should have. Export license you should have.
Okay, thank you.
So not relating to the cultivation part, you not have to worry. Only thing is that licenses should be there. Documentation license, like importing. Say you are exporting, that importing country rules you have to follow it. So those things you need to understand. As such, no documentation is required for cultivation of any plant in the country, unless otherwise it is very specified. So for example, narcotic crops you cannot do. Like opium is also medicine. So you need to have a license to cultivate opium. Like Viranjana, so that is also you need to have some kind of permissions to grow. So other than that one, so anything can be cultivated.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. My question will be that is your institute conducting any trainings? For example, we have certain entrepreneurs in our training who want to go for advanced training in startup.
Every 6 monthly one entrepreneurship orientation program, which is an online program like your program, and so in that you can attend, and we do. And the next season is being scheduled for February 1st. For February 1st to the February 10th. So 10 days online program is being scheduled. I will be circulating with you, madam, so that this one and you can follow it. And anybody who is interested, get connected. Take my mobile number. Take my this one Snehal, Dr. Snehal is there. So take it and get connected yourself. So we be updating it. And we'll give you, and you can create a group and add me in that group. I will start posting what are all the updates in medicinal plants, which they can follow it up and they can come up with any solution for that matter.
Yes, sir.
The education program is a continuous program, and there is no deadline for that one. So you do have a lot of, you can submit your idea at any time and start incubating your idea from your place or any other part of the country.
Thank you so much, sir. We're actually already made a group of resource persons for this training. We are actually planning to make a working group also, where the resource person will be connected with the this entrepreneur. Yes, sir. So for that group, I will add you, sir. Thank you for your permission. And you can share your calendar and all. If they have any queries and they want to connect to you, they can connect to you with through that group, sir. Thank you so much for your time, for your expertise. Thank you
Very much. Thank you for patiently following my lecture. Thank you.
Thank you.